Ankle exercises that we did today, there was the circles with your foot and ankle. You're going to draw as big of a circle as you can clockwise 10 times, and then counterclockwise 10 times. So make the circles as big as you can. So one set of 10 clockwise, one set of 10 counterclockwise. Then you're going to write the alphabet with your foot and toes. Capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, and so forth. Then we did towel exercises. There's 3 of them. First one, you put your heel on the towel, and with your foot, you're going to move the towel sideways to the left and then to the right. And then back. Then you're going to scrunch the towel up and down. So you're going to curl the towel down and then push it back up. The third one, you grab the towel with your toes and then drop it. And you do that 10 times. So you're going to do sideways 10 times, up and down 10 times, and grab the towel and drop it. Well, 5 to 10 times. Then we did the standing exercises. The first one was the braiding, where you bring one foot out, cross behind with your left, uncross. Cross in front, uncross. Cross behind, and so forth. This way, cross with your left leg behind, uncross. Cross with your right leg in front, uncross. Cross with your right leg behind, uncross, and so forth. The other exercise was you have your feet, your heels stay together, and you move your feet to the right, and then the heels to the right. Toes and feet to the right, heels to the right. Toes to the right, heels to the right. Toes to the right, heels to the right. Toes to the right, and so forth. And you go heels to the left, toes to the left, heels to the left, toes to the left, heels to the left, toes to the left, and so forth. And you do that 10 times back and forth for both braiding and this one. And the other one we did was walking on your heels. So you walk, you can walk, I guess, same thing, side to side in a straight line with your toes and feet up on your heels. And you do that 10 times back and forth. Now the lower back exercises we did were you're lying on your back. The first thing we did was the bridge exercise. For that, first, pull your stomach belly button in, recruit your stomach muscles, pull your belly button in so your back is flat against the floor. Then your knees should be bent and knees shoulder width apart. And what you're doing is you're squeezing your buttocks and lifting your pelvis up. So pelvis first, then vertebrae by vertebrae, your lower back, vertebrae by vertebrae, up until your mid-back. You don't lift the space between your shoulder blades. Then at the very end, just squeeze your buttocks a little bit more and lift that pelvis up more. Hold 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, come back down slowly, but start with your mid-back and come down vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae until your mid-back comes down. Then vertebrae, vertebrae, your pelvis comes down, and you're fully down. You do that 10 times and you hold it up for 10 seconds. The other exercise we did was the one on your, was the inner thigh stretch, the butterfly stretch. So what you do is you put the soles of your feet together, you bring your heels up as close as you can to your pelvis, and then let your knees drop. You can give them a bit of a stretch with your hands and let the inner thighs stretch. What I add to that is here at your lower back, you can see what I'm doing is I'm arching my lower back and flattening it 10 times. I'm going to arch, I'm going to rock my pelvis arch my back, flatten my back, arch my back, flatten my back, while I'm letting my inner thighs stretch. So 10 of those, rocking back and forth, arching, flattening your back. And the last exercise we did was on your side with a pillow under your head or your hand, and your feet are together and your knees are together. Your pelvis is stacked on top of each other and your side is straight up. What you don't want to do as you do this is called a clam exercise, where you open up your legs. As you open up your knee, you're going to move your feet so that the bottom of your foot is on top of your left foot. And then you come back down slowly. The wrong way of doing this, if you let your pelvis roll back at the same time. So you don't want to do this. You want to stay stacked up on your pelvis. And it's just your knee opening up. And you may not be able to open up too far the first time, but it gets easier the more you do it. And if you can do 1 set of 10 of these as well. And those were the exercises we did the other day.